A beautiful lady asked me to read Sonny's letter, but it was, since it was already mentioned in the introduction, I'm sorry, I'm not going to do that one. So what I will do is, do it. I've been overruled. Okay. Well, how I came to write this poem was that during the 1970s, there was a campaign in England in the black communities to get rid of a law we knew as the SUS law, SUS being short for suspicion. The SUS law was used by racist police officers to criminalize an entire generation of black youth. And you were always arrested and charged and convicted for attempting to steal from persons unknown. Your alleged victim was never produced in court to give evidence against you. It was your word against the police officer, and if he was able to convince the magistrate that he had reasonable grounds to believe that you intended to commit the crime, that was all that was required. So we had this campaign against this law, which was a piece of 19th century legislation left over from the time of Queen Victoria's reign, which in those days were used to control the movements of the unemployed. And it had been dormant on the statute books for a number of years until it was suddenly rediscovered when the black youth of my generation appeared on the scene in England. We got rid of the law. The campaign was successful, but of course, the British are very clever. They replaced it with something similar with a different name. Anyway, the poem is a letter from prison to a mother somewhere in the Caribbean, and the writer is trying to explain his imprisonment with his brother, and it's called Sonny's Letter. Brixton Prison, Jeb Avenue, London Southwest 2, England. Dear Mama, good day. I hope that when these few lines reach you, they may find you in the best of health. Mama, I really don't know how to tell you this, cause I did make a solemn promise to take care of little Jim and try my best to look out for him. Mama, I really did try my best, but nonetheless, me sorry to tell you, say, poor little Jim get a rest. It was the middle of the rush hour, when everybody just a hustle and a bustle to go home for them evening shower. Me and Jim stand up, waiting for a bus, not causing no fuss, when all on a sudden a police van pull up. Out jump 3 policemen, the whole of them carrying baton. Them walk straight up to me and Jim. One of them hold on to Jim, say him taking him in. Jim tell him to let go of him, for him not do nothing, and him not a thief, not even a button. Well, Jim start to wriggle. The police start to giggle. Mama, make I tell you what them do to Jim. Mama, make I tell you what them do to him. Them thump him in him belly and it turn to jelly. Them lick him pon him back and him rib get popped. Them lick him pon him head but it tough like lead. Them kick him in him seed and it started to bleed. Mama, I just couldn't stand up there and not do nothing. So me juke one in him eye and him started to cry. Me thump one in him mouth and him started to shout. Me kick one pon him shin and him started to spin. Me thump him pon him chin and him drop pon a bin and crash. And dead. Mama, more policemen come down and beat me to the ground. Them charge Jim for sus. Them charge me for murder. Mama, don't fret. Don't get depressed and downhearted. Be of good courage till I hear from you. I remain your son, Sonny.